What's up, everybody? Z3KO Trinity here. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys my top 10 favorite horror movies of all times. I grew up watching horror movies. I love them so much. Not for the fact that, people die and people get killed. I'm not some kind of weird sicko. But anyway, I love the movie so much. It's hard to explain, really. People when they hear like, oh, he likes nothing but scary movies, which I don't like nothing but scary movies, but still like, oh, he loves horror movies. He must be some kind of fucked up individual. Well, you know, just kidding. Flip off all my viewers. Okay, we'll start this countdown. Number 10, and your guys probably gonna flip over this one, but number 10 is Paranormal Activity: The Ghost Dimensions, which is the best of all the Paranormal Activity movies that have been released. And it would have been so much better if they continued the story, but I'm not going to get into that because I have a 3-part episode saga of ranting about those movies to begin with. So, moving on. Number 9 was Ouija, or Ouija, or however you pronounce it. I never ever can pronounce it right, and people make fun of me. I'm just kidding. Ouija, Origin of Evil, Talk to the Dead. This one was excellent. Very creepy. Whoever they got the actress to play that little girl did phenomenal. Love this movie. Love the twist at the end where it connects to the other one. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Number 8 is an old time movie that I absolutely loved growing up with, and that's Dolls. Love this movie so much. The character was very relatable. I loved the I can't remember names because it's been quite a while since I've seen the movie, but the chubby like guy who was kind of like a kid himself. He reminded me a lot of me, actually, as of right now. Always like the nerd guy that nobody cares about, but whatever. I have friends. No, just kidding. Uh, but I just love doll movies in general, like when dolls come alive and stuff. But this one wasn't scary because the dolls wanted to help. What the fuck you think you're doing, Link? What the hell you doing? You messing up my video and my curtain. You see this shit? Anyway, Dolls is an excellent movie. If you haven't seen it, watch it. I love this movie so much. Love all the characters. Love everything about it. Shit, Link, you done messed me up. 10 on 8. Okay, number 7 was The Visit by M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong. At first, I wasn't a fan of his. I mean, I liked Signs, I liked The Sixth Sense and stuff like that, but I just never really truly liked him. But when The Visit came out, it blew me away. Link, what the fuck is your problem? Jesus Christ. The Visit was one of an excellent movie. Yeah, you get your ass out of here. Next up, we got Saw. This is the whole complete collection, which I actually got really cheap off Amazon. It was like $15 for this whole 1 through 7 set. Love it. But my favorite Saw has to be the original, number 1. First time at the very end when the guy stood up, it blew my mind completely because I never really seen a epic plot twist in a movie like that before. And I was so blown away by it. I stood up and just clapped after the movie was over because I really loved it. Number 5, we have Scream. Now, these movies are perfect. That nothing about these movies from 1 to 4, and even the TV show, well, the TV show needs a little work, but these are perfect. Wes Craven's excellent creation right here. I chose the first one to be my favorite because so many great lines in it. It's the beginning of the whole thing, just... I can spend 15 minutes talking straight of that movie, and I will. No, I'm just kidding. Dead Silence, number 4. Another doll-like movie. This is excellent. Excellent. Made from the people who made Saw. And I'm not sure if it's James Wan that directed this or not. Let me see. Director of photography. Yep, story by James Wan. He is my favorite director and writer of all times. James Wan is the freaking man. Number 3, Insidious Chapter 2. All Insidiouses, which also written by James Wan, are perfect in every shape and form. When I first saw the first one in theaters, I loved it, but I kind of felt the ending was a little childish. But then when I watched this one, it completely changed my mind about the whole entire thing. And I loved it. Chapter 3 was perfect as well. But this one stood out to me more than any of them, just for the simple fact that it took everything that you knew from the first movie and kind of like mind-fucked you over it. And it was just really well done. And I remember in the theaters the moment when he was like, didn't you hear me? I was playing our song on the piano. And then everyone in the freaking theater went, oh, how sweet. So yeah, it was just an excellent movie. Number two is another one by James Wan. I know, typical. The Conjuring. The Conjuring is the greatest movie, like paranormal movie, ever to be made. I know it's based on true story. I know it's got all that. And when I first saw it in theaters, I thought I was going to be so freaked out because I was scared to death of just the trailer. Like, the trailer freaked me out real bad. But what kind of calmed me down after, like, when I was in theaters to watch the movie is the dad in this movie played the guy from Office Space. So I'm like, oh, I know him. I can now watch this movie in peace. But also it has one of my top favorite actors in the movie, Patrick Wilson. Dude right there. Yeah, he's one of my favorite actors of all times. He also is in Insidious as well. And the moment we've all been waiting for, which I might have said in other videos before, but my number one and will to this very day, like in the year 3462. I know, 4363. I'll be like, no, fuck that movie. My favorite movie of all time, Child's Play. The original Chucky. This was the very first scary movie I've ever watched. Back when I was a kid, I used to live with my grandma, and she used to be really big into horror movies. And, well, now she's not. She wouldn't watch them to save her soul, but I used to watch them all the time with my grandma, and I remember, like, I think I was like 3 or something. It's just a short memory, but I do remember her turning this on the TV, and we watched it, and this movie scared me so bad. Like, of course, it's my first time watching a horror movie, but it scared me so bad, but I just loved it. Like, I loved the story. I loved the character of Andy, where he, trumps him at the end, and just everything about this story was so good. And over time, they've kind of ruined it. Like, Child's Play 2 was perfect. Child's Play 3 was excellent. Bride of Chucky was okay. But then, Seed of Chucky completely screwed it up. And then The Curse of Chucky was actually really good. And now they're getting another one called Cult of Chucky. And I don't know. I think that they should leave it alone now. Or at least try to do a remake. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why remake such a perfect movie? And I agree. But can you imagine a Child's Play movie? Like, this was made in... When was it made? 1988. Can you imagine a 2017 or 2018 version of this? How crazy would that be? And that's what I would like to see. I wouldn't like to see, more continuations and screwing up the story. But that's all of my top 10 favorite horror movies. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comment section below what your top favorite horror movie is. Maybe you can tell me a little bit a reason why it's your favorite. Um, I I'm not gonna do movie Mondays anymore. Those videos didn't do well at all, but I am thinking about doing something with movies, like maybe doing a top 5 movie of the month or top 5 horror movie of the month kind of thing, where I pick 5 random movies and talk about them, what my opinion of them is, stuff like that. If you guys think that's a good idea, give me a thumbs up in this video. If I get over 10 thumbs ups, then I will do it. If I don't get 10 thumbs ups, then I won't do it, okay? That's the deal. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys. Aye, Captain. I don't know why I did that for. John Cena can't see me, but flash my teeth. No, I'm just kidding. That's going a little too crazy now. Too quickly. But I will see you guys in the next video.